Hey there, deep divers. Ever feel like you're just skimming the surface,
Yeah.
of knowledge? Well, today we're diving deep, head first even, into breathwork courses.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, you've probably heard, right, about the incredible potential.
Right.
Stress relief,
Right.
emotional healing, even, spiritual growth. But where do you even start with
Right.
all the options out there? That's what this deep dive is for. We're using breath finders. It's called Breathwork courses. It's a comprehensive resource,
Mm.
and it's going to give us the inside scoop on everything, from the different types of courses and their benefits, like we said, to how to choose the right one, just for you.
Love that. So personalized.
So, okay, first things first. What actually IS breathwork? Breathfinder calls it the art of conscious breathing, but you know me. I like to dig a little deeper.
Always. I like that about you.
Can't be just breathing in and out, right?
Uh-huh. Right. It's more like a targeted approach to using your breath, to influence your physical, mental, and emotional state. And breathwork courses, they're structured so they provide a way to learn and practice techniques. And these techniques, well, they come from both ancient traditions and modern science.
Okay, that's pretty intriguing. So it's not just about relaxation then. What kind of benefits are we talking about here?
Oh, the benefits, they're really wide-ranging. Like, for instance, a lot of people find breath work super helpful for emotional healing. Yeah, it can be a way to process and release, those stored emotions, and even trauma. Imagine finally letting go of that weight you've been carrying around.
Wow, that's powerful stuff. I've also heard about breathwork and self-awareness. Is there a connection there?
Absolutely. Breathwork helps you tune in to your body and become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, and even like your behavioral patterns. It's like shining a light, on inner workings, helping you understand yourself on a deeper level.
So it's not just about feeling good then. It's about really getting to know yourself better.
Exactly.
That's fascinating. Now, I have to admit, some days I hit that afternoon slump hard.
Oh, tell me about it.
Can breathwork help with energy levels too?
You bet. Better breathing means your body is getting more oxygen,
Right.
which can lead to, well, increased energy, of course, but also improved focus and even better sleep.
Okay, I'm sold on the personal benefits. But I'm also curious about the professional applications. Can breathwork be a valuable skill in a career setting?
Definitely. Integrating breath work into your professional life can be a game changer, especially in fields like coaching, therapy, or healthcare, even in corporate settings. Breath work is it's gaining traction as a way to, reduce stress and improve productivity.
That makes sense. So we've established that breathwork. It has some pretty incredible potential. With so many courses out there, how do you even begin to choose one?
That's a great question. The first thing to consider, the format. Do you prefer online courses, in-person workshops, or maybe a hybrid approach?
Okay, so that's our first decision point. I can see the appeal of each. Online courses offer flexibility, right? And you can learn at your own pace. In-person workshops provide that face-to-face connection and hands-on guidance. And hybrids, well, they offer a bit of both worlds.
Exactly. It really boils down to your personal learning style and lifestyle.
I know a lot of listeners are interested in furthering their professional development. Are there specific courses that cater to that?
Absolutely. Continuing education and continuing professional development programs offer a way to, level up your skills and even gain recognized certifications in breathwork.
So those are great for folks who want to integrate breathwork into their careers or even become practitioners themselves. Now, I'm imagining our listener, feeling excited about the possibilities, but maybe also a bit overwhelmed by all the choices. How do you recommend they, narrow it down?
It all starts with getting clear on your intentions. Ask yourself, why you're drawn to breath work. What are you hoping to gain from taking a course?
That's such an important point. Are you seeking stress reduction, emotional healing, spiritual exploration, or professional growth? Identifying your why, that'll guide you towards the right path.
Think of it like setting a compass before embarking on a journey.
I love that analogy. Okay, so we've got our intentions set. What's next on the checklist for choosing the perfect breathwork course?
One of the most important factors is the instructor's credentials. You wouldn't trust just anyone with your breath.
Right. You want to know that the person guiding you is qualified and experienced.
Exactly. Look for instructors with relevant certifications, testimonials, and a proven track record in breathwork.
Makes sense. So
Okay.
we've got our intentions, and we're checking those instructor credentials. What else should be on our radar?
The curriculum, a comprehensive course, should cover essential topics like the science of breathwork, different breathing techniques, safety protocols, and facilitation skills too, if you're interested in guiding others.
It's got to be more than just theory, though, right? I bet our listeners want to know they'll get some hands-on practice, too.
Absolutely. Look for courses that offer a good balance between theory and practice. Breathwork is an embodied experience, so you need ample opportunities to actually try the techniques.
Speaking of practice, I'm wondering about resources. Are there manuals, videos, or extra readings that can, support the learning process?
Those can be incredibly helpful, especially if you want to revisit the material later or dive deeper into certain aspects.
And one thing I always look for in a course is a sense of community. Is that something to consider
Yeah.
in the breathwork world?
Community can be powerful. Yeah, a powerful element of the learning journey. Look for courses that offer ongoing guidance, mentorship, or alumni networks where you can connect with others who share your interest.
I'm guessing there are ethical considerations, too, especially when dealing with something as powerful as breathwork.
You're absolutely right. Ethical practices they're non-negotiable. Look for programs that prioritize safety, informed consent, and a trauma-informed approach. Transparency is key.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here, from the different types of courses to what to look for in an instructor and curriculum. But before we move on to debunking some common misconceptions, I think it's important to talk about accessibility and finances.
Absolutely. Let's be realistic about the costs involved and how they fit into individual budgets. The first decision point often comes down to in-person versus online training.
That's a big one. In-person courses often include travel, accommodation, and venue costs, while online courses tend to be more affordable.
Right. And then there are hybrid options, which can provide a balance between cost. An in-person experience, it's all about finding the sweet spot that works for you.
Transparency in program costs is essential, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. You should know exactly what's included in the program fee, whether it covers materials, certifications, and any additional resources. And don't hesitate to inquire about payment plans if you need to spread out the cost.
It's also important to consider the overall value of the program and its long-term benefits.
A higher price tag might be justified if the program offers comprehensive training, a strong reputation, and a network of support that will benefit you for years to come.
So, deep divers, we've explored a lot in this first part of our Breathwork Deep Dive. We've unpacked what breathwork is, the incredible benefits it offers, and the key considerations for choosing a course. But there are still some common misconceptions swirling around out there.
And we're back, ready to tackle those misconceptions head on. Time for some myth busting.
Ooh, I love a good myth busting session. So what's first?
Let's start with the idea that you need prior experience. To take a breathwork course, a lot of people hesitate because they think it's only for seasoned yogis or meditation gurus.
Right. I get that, especially with all the buzz, about those advanced techniques and stuff.
The truth is, most courses welcome beginners with open arms. There are introductory programs designed for people who are, brand new to breathwork.
So no need to be intimidated then. Everyone starts somewhere. What's another one? Another common misconception that kind of trips people up.
There's a misconception that that all breathwork training is the same, regardless of the school or modality.
The old one-size-fits-all trap. We see that everywhere, don't we?
Exactly. Breathwork it's incredibly diverse. There are all sorts of modalities out there, each with its own unique techniques, philosophies, and applications.
It's like choosing a cuisine. Italian, Thai, Mexican. They all involve food, right?
Yeah.
But they're totally different. Different flavors, different experiences.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
So some breathwork modalities, then, they focus on emotional release, while others emphasize energy work or, spiritual exploration.
It's about finding what works for you, what resonates.
That makes total sense. Okay, so we've busted the myth about needing prior experience. And that whole all breath work is the same thing. What else do people often get wrong?
Here's a big one. The belief that you can become a certified breathwork practitioner in just a few days.
Oh yeah, the quick fix mentality. Always looking for the shortcut.
Legitimate certification programs, they require in-depth training, practice hours, and thorough assessments. It's an investment of time and dedication.
Just like any professional skill, you wouldn't expect to become, I don't know, a master chef after a weekend cooking class.
Exactly. Professional training in breath work, well, it ensures safety, ethical practices, and effectiveness in guiding others.
Speaking of instructors, I think it's important to address this. The assumption that all breathwork instructors, well, that they're all created equal.
That's where due diligence comes in. Instructor qualifications, they can vary widely. Some have, extensive training and experience, while others, maybe they've only completed a short course.
So it's crucial to do your research before entrusting someone. With your breathwork journey, what are some red flags to watch out for?
Always check for certifications from reputable organizations. Look for testimonials from previous students and inquire about, their experience and their approach. And don't hesitate to ask about their lineage, who they trained with.
Transparency is key. Now let's talk about online breathwork courses. Some people might be skeptical about their effectiveness compared to in-person training. What are your thoughts?
That's a common one, but online courses, they've come a long way. Many offer interactive sessions, guided practices, live Q&As, even personalized feedback.
And the accessibility. You can learn from anywhere at your own pace.
Right. And you often have access to world-renowned instructors who might not be available in your local area.
On the flip side, though, some people might argue that in-person training, always better. What are the advantages there?
In-person training, yeah, it does offer that face-to-face connection and the possibility of hands-on adjustments from the instructor. But online courses, well, they have their own strengths, as we've discussed.
So it's not about one being better than the other. It's about finding the format that aligns with your needs and preferences.
Exactly. Each format has its pros and cons.
And then there are those hybrid courses,
Yeah.
a blend of online and in-person. Are those worth considering?
Absolutely. Hybrid courses offer a nice balance. You get the flexibility of online learning combined with the benefits of in-person interaction and hands-on experience.
It was like having your cake and eating it too.
Yeah.
Now, let's clear up another misconception. The idea that that online breathwork courses aren't recognized for certification.
That's just not true. Lots of credible breathwork schools now offer fully recognized and accredited online certifications that meet, professional standards.
So it's not about the format. It's about the quality and credibility of the program.
Exactly. Do your research, read reviews, and make sure the program, aligns with your goals.
Wow, we've shattered a lot of myths today.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a high-quality breathwork course out there for everyone.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right fit for you.
Now that we've debunked those common misconceptions, let's shift gears a bit. Talk about something a bit more personal. It's amazing, isn't it, to think about how much breathwork has to offer. We've covered the science, different modalities, even busted some myths. But I'm curious, have you personally experienced any profound shifts through breathwork?
I have. I used to struggle with anxiety, especially in social situations. But through, a consistent breathwork practice, I've learned to manage my nervous system response. And I feel a lot more at ease now. It's been a real game changer for me.
That's incredible. Hearing about your personal experience, it makes it all the more real and relatable, for our listeners. It's a reminder that breathwork isn't just some abstract concept. It can really, truly have a tangible impact on our lives.
It's true. And it's not just about managing anxiety or stress either. Breathwork can help us, tap into our creativity, connect with our intuition, and even experience a deeper sense of purpose.
Okay, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about the possibilities. But I also want to acknowledge that, breathwork can bring up intense emotions or even physical sensations. Is that something to be concerned about?
It's important to remember, I think, that breathwork can be a powerful process.
Yeah.
And it's natural to experience a range of sensations. That's why, working with a qualified instructor, especially when exploring the deeper techniques, is so crucial. They can provide guidance and support to help you, navigate those experiences safely.
That makes sense. Safety should always be the top priority.
Yeah.
Now, I remember in the beginning, we asked our listeners a thought-provoking question. What's one area of your life where you could imagine breathwork making a positive difference? I'd love to revisit that now.
It is a powerful question to ponder.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Perhaps you're yearning for, I don't know, more energy and focus. Or maybe you're seeking emotional healing and release. Perhaps you're longing for a deeper spiritual connection. or a way to manage stress more effectively. The beauty of breath work, you see, is that it can address so many aspects of our well-being.
Like we have this incredible tool
Right.
within us, and we're just beginning to unlock its potential. Well, now I'm picturing our listener, maybe feeling inspired to explore breathwork further. What advice would you give them as they embark on this journey?
I'd say be curious, be open, and most importantly, listen to your body. Start with simple techniques, explore different modalities, and find what resonates with you. And don't be afraid to ask for guidance and support along the way.
That's great advice. And remember, deep divers, this is a journey, not a destination. There's no rush, no pressure to achieve some grand outcome. Just allow yourself to explore the power of your breath and see where it leads you.
Exactly. Enjoy the process of discovery and embrace the transformative potential that lies within you.
Well, deep divers, we've reached the end of our breathwork course, Deep Dive. It's been an incredible exploration, and I hope you've gained valuable insights and inspiration to breathe deeper and live more fully.
It's been a pleasure diving deep with you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep breathing, and keep diving deep.